Yeah, he just here telling his story, not and we giving
I
him his
love it. You
time.
know something? And I love it the most because you have never turned your back on God,
How could I?
no matter what. And you know how I feel about God. And no
I
matter
do.
what, you never turn your back on God. And that's the most important part about it. So you still had that foundation to go back into something, and you always had the virtues. So you had something to look forward to.
And you specifically, Yanni, I know we on a break, but I just got to say this. Like, I seen your growth. Me and you, we didn't get along a lot. We had our ups and downs. We went through it. We went through it. So to see be this person that you are, you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, and the support that you given me. Like a lot of people, like how Kelly was saying, there was a lot of people that was in my corner that you might look on the clips and see them chanting or clapping or whatever, and they were no support at all.
At all. At
Mm-hmm.
all. Something? A lot of trans girls have the thought of, what if? What if I go back? What if? How can I do it? In what way would I do it? But something? They don't detransition because they're worried about what everybody else got to say.
Yep. I got a few of those in my inbox, right? Like some people like, you're so brave. I come too far. I don't think I could ever do it. And, they secretly to do it. And I feel like that leads people to drug abuse, suicide, all kind of
But
stuff.
look, but wait, our sister Tia did it.
Tia did. Yeah, I heard that, but I saw
I
her once or
never
twice.
seen him. I never seen him. But they was like, yeah. I'm like, what?
That's why y'all got to run me up. Like, this is not like, this is, like I said, I never took the transgender experience as a joke. Like, this is not easy for anybody to get up here and really be this transparent and really tell y'all, like, I had to go through this. It's not, I never imagined that throughout the time that I spent being her. I never ever thought that this would happen. So it's not like, this is difficult. It's not a joke. Like, I want to open up to y'all, but I want y'all to understand and take it and where it's coming from. Like, I could walk away. Like, I found other things. Like, even when I was in the ballroom scene, I've always done different things, like in church or in my community or whatever, that give me the satisfaction that I need. That's why, like, when I walked away from ballroom, it was my fans and people who supported me who made me feel like, damn, you walked away. But I came into the ballroom scene knowing I was an underdog, knowing that I wanted to be different. And from the very gate, I accomplished everything plus more, like all the other years and legendary status and stuff. That all was extra stuff, but it wasn't my goal. It was like to have a way to express myself and to be able to talk to people and walk with people through this thing that we have to go
So
through.
wait. So no wonder why you wanted to kick my ass. No, because we used to get into it so bad, like for no reason. We used to get into it so we'll be in a hotel ready to tear each other fucking hair out. Like we used to cut up bad.
We did. We got the same tape.
Listen, oh, remember the time in Philly, girl? You pulled my damn girl. I had
I
some
mean,
long ass
hey,
40-inch braids. You pulled my braids, girl, and kicked me, and then you ran, and then China was like, "You ain't gonna hit my daughter," and I was just like, "Bitch, we finna fight out here because
yeah.
of how."
Somebody, they was like, get that bitch out of here.
And then,
So let
oh
me
my
ask
God,
you,
remember? Hold on, wait. Remember you punched me in the face at Rumble, at Esco's, girl, while I was like in the crowd, and you
You
said, "Boo."
banned from the
Hey,
Rumble. You got me
Naomi.
banned from
Hey,
Escondido
Marlene.
for
Hey,
6 months
Please.
and embarrassed.
hey Naomi, Naomi's here, Marlon's here.
Oh my gosh, yo!
Yeah,
I always tell those stories, but
but
I always tell those stories, but it be just like people don't. They be like, "Y'all, you lying?" I'm like,
I'm
"Bitch,
sharing the live. I'm sharing the live to everybody. Laomi's in the building.
hey
James is in the
Nana,
building. West is in the building. I'm sharing it to
hey."
everybody.
Yo, they don't understand how much we went through, but
I
like
just
I said, I'm
read that.
excited. I'm excited, and I'm definitely proud of you for sure.
thank you.
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
That-
I love you.
I love
Y'all,
you
I need
too.
So
y'all to dig the y'all. King
Dizzy,
Destruction is a new King Destruction is a new host on the app, y'all. I need y'all to run him up and show him some love, baby. He's here telling his story about him transitioning from feminine destruction to King Destruction. So run him on up, honey. Do y'all big ones. Show him some love. Go ahead. Let's get back into the story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are we at with it? So, so the surgeries, right? So I told y'all the first step I had to do was really acknowledging that I messed up and that I had to move forward, and that there was going to have to be something to do to sit there and be sad and whatever. So I like booked some appointments. I wanted to get my implants removed. I had got implants at the South Florida Medical Center. I think Dr. Alexander or whatever, and I start saving up and I get that removed, and that was the first thing I did. I think that was like 2018. My whole body, yeah. Dr. Alexander is fab. He did my titties and he took them.
Erica had said earlier that she had remember running into you over there.
Yep,
Erica
I ran into. Yep, I did. The girl's familiar with Dr. Alexander. I think he do a good job. The only thing I never regret was like my nose. Like I got a nose job, and that's like the only thing that I didn't regret. And then definitely a whole nother story that I want to get into, but I'm gonna really need y'all to really like support me and help and like do what you gotta do, run it up, as they say, because it's an even more important story that's deeper, that has affected my life even more, that I've never ever shared, and that's about like getting punked with silicone and stuff like that. And that journey I've seen girls come out and they tell half the story. They don't understand like the dangers and what happened. Like I almost died on the table getting silicone removed from my body. And the crazy part was, it was like it happened when nothing was, like I said, it was nothing wrong. So people who think like, oh, maybe she couldn't pass, she could. Oh yeah, I think that it was, I don't want to misgender nobody or say their name. Somebody, a female figure, said on Facebook one time, this is some of the reason why I would go in and out. Somebody said that I couldn't cut it and I didn't do this. Like my family respected me, my friends respected me. I never had a problem in my dating life. I never had problems financially. Like this just happened. It wasn't a situation where like, I had to detransition. I chose to detransition. Like that's the most disrespectful thing. Like people like, oh, this person couldn't cut it or whatever. That cracks me up because I actually had a much easier life. Now I haven't, done that line of work or did anything like that in years. Now I'm in school. I'm doing all these things that, like Yanni was saying, you have these what ifs. I had what ifs. Like even I would notice like when I was a teenager and stuff, I would play around with the trade, but I never really liked trade. I never did certain stuff. Just in my sexual life or anything. It was so many indicators that I had to let me know that something was different.
So would you say that all in all, like, oh wait, before we get into that next thing, you want to continue with the surgeries, like everything that you did to because I remember the second time after we talked, you was like, you know what, sis, I'm about to go through with it. Like I made up my mind. Da, da, da. Now I just got to save up and get this, start the process moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So what was the, go ahead and finish with the surgeries, like what you had to do.
Yeah, so as I was saying, like the first thing I had to do was, my biggest hurdle was, of course, I had 900 cc's 900cc implants or whatever. So there was nothing that I could even do with them. Like it was no change that I could make. So that was the first thing that I had to do. And that was painful. Like that was definitely a hard time in my life or whatever. Saving up the money for that and going to get that surgery. I didn't have a lot of support. I was super scared. And after that, I ended up like doing some shots in my face. Like I had to have, I forgot what it's called. I can't think of what it's called. They shoot it and it kind of like break down the silicone.
Cortisone.
I forgot what it's cortisone shots or whatever.
Yep,
cortisone shots. And then came the hard part, because I really need them to run it up though, because this is like something. It's a deep part that I probably am going to have to really sit down and talk about. But when it comes to that silicone, because that's why you can't play with this, because if you take hormones for a long period of time and then you stop, your body will go into shock. And as I started to grow muscle over top of the silicone, it started making the silicone shift and hurt and hard. And then from that point in, and that's another thing that was hurting me, and I never got a chance to say to people, is that like there was a time when I couldn't physically even vote. Like I was in so much pain, it got so hard, like that I had to get it removed. And that was hard. So I would have people hitting me up telling me about the next ball, and I was embarrassed. Like that kind of stuff is really embarrassing. I never ever talk to people or talk to anyone, not even like my family, about what happened to me with that silicone. And I didn't even prepare myself. I'm so excited to get on here and share with you all about, like, you know, the benefits and stuff and how happy I am and how the change made. But it was hard. It was hard.
Well, I'm glad you made it through. I'm glad that you are in a better place, because you know I love you, and so many people love you, and I just love the fact that you are here to tell your story, because me and others who look up to you wanted to know where you were, how are you doing, where is he now, and to hear all this, like, you are making me emotional, you're making the comments emotional, like, this is
And I always
amazing.
of the ballroom scene, like what I was able to do, and the confidence that I grew, like how y'all said, like I treat this thing like whatever, like the things that I've done, the places that I've been overseas, I've taught classes, performed in different places. I have people still to this day who show me so much love. I never wanted to like let people down. I never wanted people to like feel like I was against them. Like I actually felt like for a long time that the trans people, like the femme queens and stuff, they felt like I was an embarrassment. I read that on Facebook before, like that people like me mess it up for the girls. And that's something that I never ever wanted to do, which is why I would disappear sometimes, and which is why I felt uncomfortable, because it was people who think like just because I say that I made a mistake in my life, that I am making you look bad.
They take it kind of personal.
They took it kind of personal. And for me to have to deal with that, like I said, I got plenty of friends. Like I have the utmost respect for my sisters and stuff, Leomi, Katrina, Yanni, all the people that I know and I see. I'm still here rooting, watching everything. You know what I'm saying? Being so supportive, and and but I have to go through what I have to go through. Like I hurt a lot, and I realize I take responsibility for it because it was my choice. But I just want other people to know, like how Maharia said, that being a drag queen isn't a bad thing. And when they say take your time, like a lot of the femme queens who took their time and who did what they needed to do, they don't tell that to the younger girls, like to slow you down or to hate on you. They're trying to actually, like they're trying to save your life. You know what I'm saying? I seen Mercedes' story. I seen different things about, it's people who rush and who do all this stuff to their bodies and stuff, never ever thinking about what can happen to them in the future. Never thinking about that. And like I said, if your goal, if you are not like, I mean, because there's some queens that peace standing up and using a piece and doing all this stuff. If your end goal isn't to be a woman with the anatomy of a woman, then you should kind of rethink where you're at. Because I thought it was cute to say, okay, this my moneymaker. I ain't never getting rid of this, and da 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 and all that. But at the same time, that wasn't a woman mentality. So I feel like even though I was able to pass and live the life that I live and do the things that I did, that I wasn't really. It's not that being trans didn't work for me. Is that, hey, how are you? Hey. That I never actually ever really was. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to say too. Like that I frauded, basically. I thought that's what I was, and I thought I had this new definition of what being trans was, but it really, really wasn't. It really wasn't. I was a drag queen at heart. I was playing around and wasn't thinking about this. I was still using my piece and loving everything and like not dating. I don't even like masculinity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are things that I ignored because number one, I had to survive and I was able to do things for myself and the people that I love with the money. I felt loved and I gained confidence, had whatever, because of the ballroom and the things that I was able to do there. So it was like so many things that factored into who I became rather than what I really, really wanted.
So do you think so? What at what age did you come into ballroom?
I started in ballroom actually late. So I would say I was 20. I was
So
20 when I came in.
when you started the transition, it was not for ballroom.
It wasn't for ballroom. It wasn't for ballroom per se. It was like, because at this time when I started my transition, I was kind of like looking at ballroom. I wasn't a part of it. It was inspired by ballroom.
Oh,
I would watch the VHS tapes of Sanaya on the balcony with the gold and Alora and everybody. I would see them, and it was what I wanted to do, but I wasn't a part of it yet.
that's
So no,
interesting.
I don't feel like the ballroom scene, influenced me to transition, but I feel like the ballroom scene influenced me to get surgeries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of people would have thought that ballroom made you transition because that aligns with a lot of people's stories. And it's good for you to tell it because it takes the narrative totally completely off, so they can now not say, "Oh, she did that because of ballroom, and now she's not happy." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think that other things like maybe like attention. I think it more so was attention because for me it was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, when I did dress up for whatever those couple of times, it was like, okay, I was gonna get on the party line, I was gonna walk around the hood in West Philly and see if I could make it through. It was those kind of things, but it wasn't ballroom. Ballroom, I don't think that it makes people want to become femme queens, but it try to lift the femme queens up and make them feel special. You know what I'm saying? It's like a celebration, but I don't think that nobody can actually use that as a reason because nowadays sex siren, and especially in today's day, it's more about catering to the butch queens.
Mm. Mm.
They don't even give the same kind of love to the girls no more.
So when you was
Any
in
more
ball,
questions?
Y'all, I need y'all to dig that. I need everybody that's in the room. I need y'all to follow King Destruction. He's a new host on the app, and I need y'all to run him up and do y'all big ones, y'all. Can y'all please do y'all big ones and run him up, baby? He's here telling his story, and as he progressed on the app and progress in his story, it's gonna get more hard and it's gonna get more emotional. So can y'all please dig down in y'all wallets, y'all socks, y'all tuck, or wherever it may be, and please run him up.
Yeah, borrow it from your grandma if you got to.
the girls already doing that. Um, what would you say would be the hardest part about your detransition? And would you even wanted to be called a detransition?
Can you say that one more time?
I said, what would be first? I want to ask you, would you even want it to be called a detransition?
Um, hmm. I mean, I would like the term maybe re-transition more so because I feel like it's evolution more than going backwards. Like I don't feel like, and that was I think something maybe you said this earlier. I don't feel like my pre my pre self. Like I don't feel like the person I was pre transition or during the transition. I feel like a whole total different person because
Oh
I
wow.
can never go back and be that person again either because of the experiences, all that I know. Like I literally know the life. Like the life of a transgender. I don't know if how everybody hit, but like to experience all the men, celebrities different things that come along with traveling and being a girl. Like all that experience now is in my mind. Like I look at every straight man, you know what I'm saying? Every biological cisgender woman, I look at everybody different because of the situations and stuff that I've been through as a trans person. I can never erase that and go back to just being just a regular guy. Like I feel like almost like double trans. Like I feel like a trans man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different lane, and it is totally different, which is why I don't not like the term detransition, because there is a difference. Like I'm not going to ignore the fact that I transitioned twice and now I'm this, because I can't.
Because that was one of the questions when you first had revealed yourself earlier. Was that today or yesterday?
Yeah,
right?
That was today.
And somebody had wanted to ask you a question, because that's going to be a lot of people's questions that really want to know. Not the ignorant people. Like there's some people that really want to know, and of course it is subjective, and of course it's different for everyone. But they specifically wanted to ask you, how would you even look at that for yourself? Like, would you be considered a trans man? That's what they were asking. But we had waited till you got here so you could answer that way. They wanted to ask you, like, what would you consider yourself today?
Yeah, like I mean, I really don't like to put all these labels. I'm definitely not a trans woman, and I can't really say if there are black people that live on top of me making all that damn noise.
I should have nosy neighbor.
Yeah, no, I wasn't nosy. I just know that you're making a lot of noise, but yeah, so I can't really answer that question, because all this new stuff that people coming up with, with the genders and all that stuff, like I'm old school in that area, so I really don't know. I'm me, and I do he, him, and consider myself a man, but I do have that experience that I can't deny or knock. So I wouldn't officially say that, because a trans man has a coochie, I guess, and I don't have that. But so I can't really say. I can't really truly answer.
I got a question. What if somebody, and I'll even say for myself, may slip up, and because it is an adjustment, you know what I'm saying, for all of us, because you live in your life as a man. What if like we slip up and may say like her or she, not in a derogatory manner, towards you, um, or we may slip up and call you your old name, um, but it's not out of a offense, or malice behind it. It's just us adjusting. Like, will that be like will that be like offensive, to you?
No, no, and you know
Okay.
what? Kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. That of course I've always been active, like in my family, like during my transition and stuff. Like I think in 2006 I moved back home with my family, and I have 8 brothers or whatever. So my whole family always accepted me and loved on me no matter what. But I do, my brother that's closest to me in age, like when everybody else was saying she, he took the longest to adjust, right? And it didn't bother me. Even like aunts and uncles and stuff at Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And I never was hard on them. Like I could always laugh it off. That's how I'm, because I don't think a lot of times it's ignorance, and it's like they don't know. So you have to stay firm in who you are and let it speak for yourself. Like I can't tell you that I'm this or that. Like I can show you it, and then you can take it from there. And if you have some like other stuff going on, that's on you. But also too, in the scene, we say girl like to Vogue films and Butch Queens and stuff like that. So it's not really offensive, because I've lived this lifestyle and I've heard that so much. Run me up, run me up.
Run them up, y'all. Run them up. Let me put some money in here, because
Hook me up, because trust me, right now, it's somebody that that deals with this, that have these what ifs and stuff that's going on right now. It's somebody, and I believe that a lot more people have it. Not everybody who questions these
touch the
things.
screen, Mike. That's a gift right there. We gotta touch the screen. That's a little gift right there. That bag.
Oh,
press it.
thank you.
Press it. Press it. You gotta press it. Yeah.
All right,
Whenever you
now
see
I'm
them
good.
little bags floating, you gotta tap it.
Thank you, Cash. Thank you for the gift. Thank you.
Thank you, Cash.
I love y'all. I really am grateful for y'all to take time to actually listen to this because it's therapeutic for me as much as I do want to help other people too. I never want nobody to have to go through what I went through. I would like for people to have the skills able to work throughout whatever they're going through. But it's really therapeutic for me because I thought that like once I did detransition and stuff that it was it for me. Like that I would never ever be able to show my face. And like I said, I love the community. I love the ballroom scene. I love like the ballroom scene has turned me into when I go to apply for jobs now in the back of my mind, I'm like, I have every skill in the world. I'm a therapist, a counselor, a massage therapist, a telephone operator. You know what I'm saying? I'm an entertainer.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
You got people.
That's right.
You got people that's texting me to bring them up. They're down in your queue and they want to come up and talk to with you.
All right.
Kelly.
So, hey, twin. So, me knowing you like on a personal level, I feel Team Gemini, but I feel like there was times when we would be on the road or whatever the case may be, doing our big one or whatever the case may be, and you would be over it. Like I just like like I don't feel like all of this today. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't. We just gonna chill today. Like I remember days like that. Do you think even back then, 2009, 2010, 2011? You think that you were having those feelings back then?
I think that they might have been there somewhere below the surface, but I didn't understand how to express them or understand because I've always been like that. Like people didn't know, like I would go to Escalitas, right? Like I would literally go there and leave. Like I would leave. Like if I got on the Greyhound, but like walk from out the ball and go home or catch an Uber to Parsippany or Clifton or wherever my hotel was, take everything off and, go back to my normal life. I always been that kind of person. I think it's part of my Gemini. Like I had that time when I could turn up and be this fun person, but I've always been kind of quiet and to myself and very regular. Like I'm very, very regular. I just live regular and that's how I am. So I could give a lot of myself. Like I would give this energy and give this craziness and battle and pull here and do all this stuff. But when I go home, it's like lights down, lights low, Law and Order, or you know what I'm saying, a book, whatever. I've always had that duality inside of me that like where I bet and I'm indecisive. I am a Gemini.
Nicole, don't do that. Nicole, don't do that. Nicole, listen. Let me tell y'all how he became my son. Miss A, well, my daughter back then, but now my son. Bitch, it was one rumble ball, Miss A, bitch girl. And Jack was like, me, you, Feminine, Kevin, and Little James, and all these people, we gonna have a birthday ball together. I said, bitch, it's supposed to be about me. Why? He gonna talk about me because we all Gemini. Mistake, bitch, I ain't gonna fuck about none of that motherfucking bullshit. It's supposed to be about me, mistake, bitch, girl. You said this year it was gonna be my birthday ball, mistake. Now you added all these other bitches. That bitch came in the club, mistake, bitch, and ever from that motherfucking day, mistake, that's been my motherfucking child, mistake, bitch. We keyed, we had a good time, mistake, bitch, and that bitch is my child ever since that fucking day. And I never knew that we was the same side, and we were just fucking like each other, mistake, bitch, girl, okay? And it's been up and it's been stuck ever since.
Gemini's going to find a way to connect with each other, especially in the scene. Like, it's like once you find one Gemini, you find 10,000. No shade.
I don't get along with all of them though. There's a few of them. Okay. There's a few of them that I'd be like, because it's funny with a Gemini because you can get that good. You get a good Gemini to have some bad tendencies, and then you get a bad Gemini with a couple of good tendencies. And I believe that I'm a good one with a little bit of bad side to me, but I'm a good person. You know what I mean? Misunderstood always, but I'm a good person.
I feel like those May and June Geminis is different types of Geminis.
Hey.
I'm just saying. I just feel like it's a little bit of a difference.
So listen, me, Kelly, and Jack are 3 days apart.
And y'all May, right?
Yeah, we're the end of it.
Yeah, the end of May.
I think Kelly is the 28th, I'm the 29th, and Jack is the 30th, or it's vice versa, or Kelly's the 30th and Jack is the 28th.
Yeah.
And for the longest, I ain't like Kelly, and she ain't like me, and I still don't like her. Wait, what was her
Didn't we just say how that's
But anyway, so what would you say? The other
Maurice,
question
can
was
you check your
that I
text
had.
messages?
So the other question I had was, what was the hardest thing about? Would you say to this day will be was your hardest thing you had to deal with about your detransition, your rebirth?
Hold on. First of all, wait. What's your name, bitch? Like I don't know what
Name
to
is
call
Mike.
you. Okay, Mike. Okay, yeah, because I wasn't here for that part. All right, I got you.
Who is that?
sister?
That's Yanni.
That's Yanni.
Oh, all right. We almost got into it. All right, so I was about to eat you up. I'm like,
That who is that was stirring as fuck.
That was stern as fuck.
No, okay, sorry if I came off hard, but I was in here listening. I'm like, I don't know what to call him. Like,
yeah. So my
It's
Mike.
Mike.
All right.
But yeah. I forgot the question. What was the question? The hardest.
What was the hardest thing? Would you say that you have had to deal with about your rebirth?
I think stuff like this. I think that interesting fact, right? So like I said, that when my transition started, it wasn't caused by something that went wrong or something like that. Like I actually I remember going to Escolitas and battling Asia and all them girls that night and running through it and going to winning and all these places. And in Ballroom, I literally was at the best place. Like I was sober and like voguing, consistently good, practicing and having good people around me. And I was getting the respect that I had always wanted. And I was where I wanted to. And then I stopped and I felt like it was the end for me. I think the hardest is reintroducing myself and having conversations like this because I love the scene. I worked hard for so many years to be, you know what I'm saying? Not with that in mind, but I worked hard and I dedicated my life taking my kids and everybody, going out there, chop after try, after laws, after win, after, so many different things. This is how you prevail. One chop don't make you, 10 chops don't break. Whatever it is, like that, if this is your goal, this is what you are and what you want to do, that no matter what anybody think about you, that you have to keep pushing on, like that you have to. Like I easily could have been like the other girls in Philly who was Banji cunt with the little bushy ponytails and jeans and eyes-eyed shirt on and doing the realness and all that stuff, but I wanted to stand out, whether it was blue hair or a rock star outfit or some crazy tights or something that was super comfortable.
Purple hair with blonde highlights. Okay.
Yeah, or a flat boot because I wanted to do my thick girl 360 or the Macal or whatever it was. Like I wanted for people to be, and I see this now more and more, that people are more comfortable because I had to take a lot of slack. Number one, from Vogue and Dramatic, from Vogue in the way that I did without using the elements in a specific format that people did and people were used to. And then being myself, saying crazy stuff and saying exactly how I feel. If your house tried me and don't support me, I'm going to the next one. I don't care. Yeah, I've been in 10 houses. Like that was my whole thing, that I want people to say that fuck everything, like do you regardless. And I have to stand firm in it and still do it today, which is who I am. But it is difficult just to like rehab these conversations and just feel like that there are some people who are just not going to get it, like who loved me before, that just won't get it. They won't get it.
So how does that make you feel, though?
It's bittersweet because at the same time, it's like, oh, wow, this persona that you created, it has this impact on people so much. Like, I think, wow, feminine, like people, like I got a daughter in Russia and like all this stuff.
Mike,
people feeling my name. Kevin! Whatever, faggot.
Oh my God.
Iconic. That is an iconic line. Bring her in 7.
That felt like the intro to the beating age.
I can't wait to hear you. See you. Whatever, faggot.
I don't see Kevin.
There you go.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. Kevina?
What's up?
Okay. What's up? What you giving me, Kevin?
Driving this car to go pick up my some queen. And we're going to
Oh my
Walmart.
God, another Gemini.
She Benji.
About to go get me some
That's
food.
one of the fierce Geminis that I was talking about.
Another Gemini.
No, is Naima on here?
Yes, I'm right here.
Naima, remember when we would be in the house and you would call Charles Peace? You go, Peace, Peace. You would call Charles Peace.
I'm like, peace.
Right.
This is not about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not about.
So Kevin,
yeah, who's
so Kevin, right now what we're doing. So Kevin, right now what we're doing. Mike is here. This is his Bigo debut, and he's kind of going around talking around his detransition story, or how he would like to call it, is like a rebirth for him. And this is his introduction to Ballroom. But other lives is that's what we're gonna cut up and talk about the shade and the drama, the good times, the bad times in Ballroom. But for today,
I do have some.
It's his story.
One of the times when Kevin, I think when I was going through, I can't remember where I was in my phase of the transition or whatever.
When we were on the bus?
Yeah, I told him the issues that I was having with the silicone, and this faggot bust out crying.
No, but that was let me tell you something. Let me tell you about that moment. Because y'all know Fem is that's my bitch. We are like, we're family. So I've lost a lot of my son, a lot of my sisters I grew up with. They passed away. So we on the bus coming from wherever we was out, and so Fem was just telling me what was going on, and with the cell and everything else, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there, and I saw how compassionate she was. Bitch, I burst into tears, bitch. I'm like, oh my God, what? I'm in tears. And that, mind you, so then mind you, after that moment, this bitch goes, oh my God, faggot, you really love me.
Oh.
Why that sound accurate though?
Because it is. If Mike did not call you a faggot, she don't like you.
You see how I'm on my own platform being disrespected by faggots? Like, that's crazy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Still
misgender called me a faggot.
Dragon.
It's okay, because I misgender Kevin every chance I get, because I don't even know what gender it actually even is.
Say, look, say.
Shit.
Oh, shit. Listen.
Oh, my God.
That bitch reads the dog shit out of me, honey.
I mean, kinda.
I love it.
Kevin is non-binary. Are you non-binary, Kevin?
Okay.
Who, me? Non-binary? What's that mean? What is non-binary? No, I'm not non-binary. I'm not non-binary. I don't even know what I am, honestly and truly, because I got a dress on right now and some nails and like 30 inches of hair.
Too. No shade. We seen them nails
and some
the other day.
Yes, and I'm feeling pussy Suda right now.
You know yourself.
I'm bitch.
But
I don't know what's
going on. The thing is, you're comfortable at the end of the day.
I'm beyond comfortable, bitch. You know what I ate for dinner last night? Hello?
Chicken wings.
I don't even want no Kevin. All
right, so who's that in the background talking?
That's Romeo.
Romeo who?
But
it's only one Romeo.
Listen. Let's get back.
But it's not about
Mike. So Mike.
Y'all, listen, y'all. I done went downstairs and had to move my car and everything. Hold on. I had to go downstairs and move my car and everything. And his numbers has not moved yet. I need y'all to run him the fuck up and say, bitch, dig down in y'all wallets, y'all socks, y'all tuck, whatever it may be, and run him up, bitch. I done been looking for a new parking space for 10 minutes and came back and he's still on the same number. Do y'all big ones. Let's get it.
Mike, I'm going to drop a cash app off. Mike, what's your cash app? I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to come to your house and give it to you.
You're going to come. I live an hour away from Pittsburgh.
Bitch, where the fuck did you move out there?
Huh?
I'm gonna drive up there.
I'll give you the cash app.
Kevin, since you got all that money, cash at me too. Fuck this Yanni. You want to cash
Who?
Yanni?
Who?
Yanni. Yeah, Yanni.
There's only one.
There's only one.
There's only one Yanni, baby.
Okay, at the other Yanni transition, so it's only me.
Yeah, Yanni. Yeah,
So, Mike, what would you say? So, Mike, what would you say? Like one of your happiest moments when you were feminine?
You know, a happy moment for me that I could think of was like
you getting gifted also.
Thank you. Do I gotta tap it?
No, just say thank you.
Like thank you, like thank y'all.
I mean that kind of thing. But,
yo, I love that new Bigo people.
When I was asked to do the Rumble Ball and I did Team Phoenix. Yeah, I saw the flyer.
Now you take your screen. It's money upstairs. Tap your bag.
Tap the bag.
Now you tap the bag. Whenever you see that. Thank you, Kelly.
Tap that bag on your name.
Oh, she recharged.
Fam. I mean, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike. That was really your happiest moment?
I mean, I have many happy. I was always happy. I was kind of like, I don't know. That's one of my most proudest moments.
Okay.
I mean, happy. I can't say like. So that's why I don't want people to also think like it's not like my whole 14 years was all sad. Like it was a lot of happy moments. I had birthdays, friends, regular days. Like
bitch,
I'm trying to think of a day that like that I can say that stands out. But
you know what,
bitch? The one person who could tell you, bitch, your story is me, bitch. When I tell you, bitch, I could sit here and give you the feminine breakdown, bitch.
Okay.
Like there were times when, like the way feminine destruction was a different kind of femme queen. Let's just be real. She was a different kind of femme queen performer. It was a different element. It was so much rage. Everything.
Tap your bag. It's money upstairs.
It's money upstairs.
You asked for it. You asked for it, Mike. They running you up.
Tap your bag, Kevin.
Run me up.
And a lot of the things that like the way that bitch helped me create music. Like Femme is also a part, like Mike is really a part of like this music journey that I've been on since I started. Because you gotta feed off
Give
of
me some
something.
money then.
I
want a percent. I want to be on the stage with Beyonce too.
I got you, bitch.
I want to be fucking Sam Smith.
I got you. But I remember, bitch. Remember when you was walking to the club with Justin, and bitch called you, mind you, as you're paying to get in, bitch, I started chanting for you, and you came and ran, bitch. When I say ran across the floor into a syndicate.
I do. I remember that.
There's been many moments.
But you know what, Mike? I feel like by you telling your story, a lot of people really, truly, the reason why I'm asking these questions, people ask you these questions, is because people automatically...
Tap your bags!
Thank you. I'm tapping it.
Say it again, Naima, what's upstairs?
Tap your bag.
Money upstairs.
People automatically think that trans people are sad, or some people think that they have sad stories, like just sad transition stories, sad moments all the time, just being sad. And for you to just be sit there and say, like, you know, I've pretty much had a good ass life and a happy life, that's probably like eye-opening for people.
Yeah, I can't sit there like I got sad when I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I had that phase, but like I didn't have that problem. Like like I said, I have a great family. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of fun here. I'm tapping it. I had a lot of fun experience. Like it was fun. I think that's what kept me so long. I really actually enjoyed it, and I think being that performer was the best part of it all. Like the performer are making money, traveling the world and having YouTube clips and people support me and tell me how great I was.
And still is.
Yo, I remember the first time I seen you at the first time I seen Mike was at a First Friday battling Johnny's, and Mike had like this green all black outfit in 2009.
Romeo, is that you from Baltimore?
Yep, you know it.
Yeah.
Romeo, you're completely bitch. She battled fucking Tanera in Baltimore, bitch, and you was right there. What are you talking about?
That was here tonight.
That was
the only one in here tonight.
It wasn't after. That was before.
No, it wasn't. It was after.
Tanera was before.
I know all my balls.
That first Friday was in
battling Johnny's.
Right.
It was the same year, but that was in March. I battled Johnny's in March.
You're the only one here tonight, feminine.
Yep.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah, that was in September.
So
it was feeling good with the love. Like, where the little joint at? I want to tap the screen again. Come on.
So fam.
Okay.
So fam, do I answer this question or do you answer? You see me turn the corner.
We got Naima, Kevin, we got Kevin Chant, and
I'm driving.
In the same car. Go ahead.
So
I'm about to start hiring on the network.
So fam. Oh God,
okay. She's here.
Mike. Did you really want to be a woman or did you want to be a transsexual?
You know the answer to that.
Oh, do we give it to him?
Huh? Yeah,
do we give it to them?
I never wanted to be a woman. I never wanted to have a coochie.
Right.
Or that never was a goal for me. Never ever. I was always scared of that. Like I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Like, bitch, it's. I will never forget.
What's up, wanted to be a sexy transsexual.
King, I got a question for you. I got a premium comment for you.
Okay.
They wanted to know, where did you get the name Feminine Destruction, or how did you come up with that name?
I was going
Here I am.
Kevin, let's go, Kevin. Explain it.
So I'm the one that named the Feminine Destruction. And then a lot of people thought I was trying. But I wasn't trying it. Because for some reason, when I connect with a person and I see something, whatever comes out is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? With Katrina, it was breast so soft. Tia, it was this is what I want to see. Kima, it was how I want to know you called. For some reason, every time when femme would start voguing, there was this rage of femininity and everything falling down. And next thing you know, here come this hair whoop. Feminine destruction. That's feminine destruction. It's all coming down. And then femme would literally go into this wild fucking whirlwind tornado spin from one spot to the other side of the room and land a dip. It's crazy.
Yo, I remember a clip I seen in film when I thought she clotheslined somebody into a dip. When I tell you,
but listen, you can see them clips, but you got to see that bitch in the house with me and this bitch going toe to toe when this bitch is battling everybody.
Frying you gotta experience all.
I don't think so.
But the thing about it is, sometimes people vogue. You can vogue on the floor is one thing, but when you are in a vogue session and you experience that fucking feeling, and my vogue sessions wasn't to be fucked with.
Oh, we know. I saw one because Kevin definitely was the one who taught me how to vogue when I had my house in South Philly, and Kevin used to come on my house all the time.
You ain't teach me shit.
Baby, Kevin used to have us at Morgan State.
Who the fuck said that?
But I remember the first ball that you actually did call me that, and it was funny because it was me. I was battling Shadera. I was the last battle with Shadera and my first time walking, and you said that, and I was really innocent. And I was that's what I mean. I was a whole different person. I was like really quiet. I didn't talk a lot. I was super shy. And somebody that I was around called Kevin, and I didn't know him that well yet. And they were talking about that. Oh my God, is that Kevin? Kevin, what was that you called me? Can you call me that again? Like I was just so.
Bitch, I will never forget that. I will never forget that, bitch. And every time I saw you, we would go down 13th Street, bitch. I will get soon as I got out Darnell's rental. Feminine destruction.
No matter where I was at, like no matter where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
And I feel like you naming Fem Dad, it took on a mind of its own. Like that name is so solidified within Ballroom that it's like the reason why I admired her back then so much is because I looked at it different, like feminine destruction. Like all these bitches over here trying to be soft and cunt. Even the femme queen, dramatic girl, trying to be a little bit of sexy, and this bitch is over here. Bitch, what's up? Who's next? Bitch, I'm whooping your ass. Let's go.
But Fem's performance was not masculine.
It wasn't.
Feminine is none about it was masculine.
It was
Nothing about it. Yeah, and the thing about it, what takes me out is a lot of people, they want to associate the femme queens. They got to Vogue in heels all the time. They got to do this. They got to do that. Femme queen, I've seen Ashley Vogue in sneakers, and y'all can't tell me that it's not femme queen performance.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I've seen it happen. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? But Ballroom is ballroom.
And a lot of times, like I was saying this before, like I purposely that's what I wanted. Like that's what I can Vogue. I always could Vogue in heels. I always could Vogue soft and cunt. I can do all of those things. I can do hands and floor and all that stuff. It's not what I wanted to do.
Right. And I want you to think about how support goes in Ballroom and when you are your own support. Femme was Femme's own support. Femme was Femme's own support. That was it. There's no big backing. There was no big back houses, no big backing this, big backing that. That bitch fought for all that shit through the shade, through the trying it, battling bitches and blah, 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 and not being scared. That bitch earned that shit. No backing, no nothing.
Sexy Lexi's down in the comments, Callie. And she said,
Lexi,
you should detransition and take a page out of her book.
But anyway,
I love Lexi.
Bitch.
Hi, Lexis. I love Lexi.
I stand her, y'all.
But just like how Heidi said in the comments, we really was in high school. We was learning about Ballroom and just watching feminine. And I told you before, like that Prestige video with that purple and that blonde hair, bitch. I didn't know what I was doing. I ain't know shit about Ballroom, and bitch, I did it everywhere. I did it in this class. I did it at the LGBT program. Bitch, I was just, but I knew the production. You get what I'm saying? Like I.
But let me tell you that.
Can I say something?
That was handcrafted by me and Feminine.
It was.
Oh.
And
that was handcrafted.
Kevin, no, actually, Kevin, keep it real. So when that was my first Grand March. I had been in Ballroom scene for a long time. It was my first Grand March, and I had this whack idea of what I wanted. Right, I paid Kevin a nice amount of change to do my production, and he said over a production that's totally not what I wanted. The night before, so it was the night before, and I sent it back to him.
So mind you, bitch, let's start from the beginning. So this is what happened. So Femme calls me. She goes, faggot. I was like, girl, what? She goes, get your face out of somebody's butt, blah, blah, blah. Called me all types of names. Make me a production. She gave me the idea. I said, I don't like that idea. So I made that. And then she said that shit back. She said, what the fuck is this bullshit? Then she comes over.
Who Lady Gaga was. I didn't know nothing. He was like, yeah, you need to put Bad Romance in here. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck Bad Romance is.
Feminine.
Yeah.
So wait, Mike, didn't your garment get stuck and kind of unglued at the last minute, right before the class?
Girl, let's finish. Finish, girl.
Not only, all right, so I'm gonna get to that part. So I called him, asked him for the production, paid him. He made me some production because the other production was different. You had a beat on there with all the femme queen names and stuff like that. It was like whatever, and I was like, I want all them people names out. It was like bringing it something or whatever. I wanted everybody else's name out of the beat. I wanted the name different. I asked you to say my name and chop it up like how you do in the Ambies, and that's how the feminine and da 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 da. But I never got a chance to even hear the beat. The day of the Prestige Ball, Reality made me and China's outfits. The outfits didn't fit at all. So the purple tights that I had on underneath wasn't even a part. I had like the outfit that Lady Gaga had on, which was like this lace thing with one leg off. Nothing fitted, nothing worked, nothing came together, and still that night ended up turning out to be the way that it was.
Yes. But that's how most of iconic moments, even not even in ballroom, it's celebrity,
like,
moments.
They was dirty
it's the shit that's not supposed to have been happening.
Speak on them of a network.
Yeah, the shit that is not supposed to happen, it happens, and that makes it iconic. Because I thought that was a part of your shit. I thought it matched the hair. You had that boot. That shit, like how Romeo said, your shit got caught or whatever it is. Like, you were a true performer in that motherfucking clip. It's so iconic. I'm sorry. Like, I love you.
Everything was wrong. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everything went wrong. I literally was upstairs having a panic attack because my outfit didn't fit right. Nothing. I was so nervous. And the love that I received that night, that was like one of the first times I had ever felt that, like the roar. It was like, it was crazy. Like, I remember I could literally put myself in that moment because I was like super aware of everything that was going on, and I had never felt that before.
Because people was anticipating you. I think the night before when y'all had the Grand Boss breakfast at the Breakfast Club, yeah, like nobody, like you wasn't there, so people like, bitch, is Sam gonna be here? Like, but hey, that was a key. The floor was horrible. I hated that floor, but yeah.
Somebody in the comments said, not only that, the House of Prestige really supported you. Everything you did in your performance is showed. Do you agree with that comment?
Yo, no lie, film was the highlight.
The House of Prestige, yeah, definitely. It was a family. It was a family. It was a family moment. It was definitely, I had China with me and all my people or whatever. So it was a family moment, I guess. I guess I can agree with that.
That's the night that we actually met. That's the night that Lulu introduced me to you.
Wow.
Oh, that's Daylin.
At the Prestige Ball?
Yes.
That's Daylin. It's Daylin, Mihario, Romeo, Kelly.
And then I came up to your ball.
Naima.
Yes, and yes, y'all. You came up with Kevin up to Pittsburgh a couple weeks later, and y'all turned it.
Ooh,
I love Pittsburgh. Now,
so Baltimore, film, Mike.
Yes.
So fam.
Baltimore is my favorite city. Baltimore is my favorite city ever.
All right, so let's talk about your battles.
That's another.
Baltimore showed me love before Philly did.
You bitch, girl.
On a different level. I must say that. Like, I got my first couple years. It was different when
That's true. That's true. Yes.
I love. I love
Baltimore. Oh my God! Can I tell something?
What?
Okay, so listen. You told me that you was in two houses at one time. That in DC and Baltimore you was a Con, and in Philadelphia you was an Ebony.
And hold on, Dalen, I'll make you one better. And a Herrera.
I was in three houses.
No, that was way later.
Oh, wow.
No, it wasn't.
That was way later.
Well, let's get down to the back.
At one time.
Child, how do you feel about your battles with Laomi?
How do I?
She was in here. She was in here, Kevin. She passed by.
So
yeah,
Johnny said, "Add her back up." I don't know why the fuck she dropped down.
Being the person that I am, my goal has always been to beat the best. To beat the best.
No shade.
I never have acknowledged Laomi as being an innovator and one of the most. Like, I was next to her in Virginia when she did that. Whatever kind of movie she did that seemed like a magic trick. Like, I know Laomi is the shit, but
y'all talking about making it hot. Y'all talking about making it hot. Yeah, they making it hot, bitch. But I don't see no motherfucking beans coming. Drop this motherfucker some beans. It's about to get hot up in this bitch. Drop some beans.
Because listen, you know, so crazy. If you can battle Laomi, you can battle anyone. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I battled Laomi, everybody thought I won. No, I didn't win. She won. But when I tell you, I was petrified.
You didn't play with her though.
But see, this is the thing. Y'all see, I didn't play with her. I played it safe. You gotta think about it. You gotta play it safe with somebody like that.
That's
you can't
what I
be
love
dumb.
about myself, because if you're not going to play it safe and go against late Omi, it's dangerous. Like that's a dangerous thing. It was
like, you gotta play.
It was intense. Like battling me was like the biggest fight I ever had in my life. Like especially being in New York and like knowing that that's her people and like the way, just the whole vibe of how everything went down. It was totally different. It was different. It was so different. It was out of this world.
And the thing about it is, certain vulgars you gotta vogue smart with. I'm not about to sit here and go. I was not about to go dip for dip with that lady, and I'm on the side. And my whole thing is that I'm a Gemini. I got plenty of personality. You was not gonna see no fear on my face, but bitch, I was fucking scared. That bitch went to the back and did some Eric on me. I said no.
Yanni, what's your background?
You gotta be a sweet. You gotta
Kevin, your background. Kevin, your background breaking up.
So King, I got a question. Are you or do you or we can save it for the next time when you go live? Right. Are you open to because someone a premium comment wants me to play a clip for you, and they wanted to know why you stormed a particular person in a clip. But
go ahead, let's do it.
Oh, you want to get? Oh, okay. Let's get into it. Let me go in my inbox and get it. Hold on and cue it. But you know, I got my.
But before you do, come on, can I get some more love? Can y'all run me up a little bit? Like,
I tell you what, no, this is how we're gonna do this. To the person that sent me that want me to play the clip, in order for me to play the clip, he wants you to run him up. So run him up.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna cue the clip.
I need like 2 other people too. I need like whoever want to see it. Like if you want to see it.
But also, Mike, let me get into this tea. How did you feel about getting jumped by the Ebony girls?
That's the iconic.
Check your bag with money upstairs.
Vogue jump. Let's clarify that Vogue jump, not like my first cat boxing. But
Yanni didn't play with you.
Yanni shouldn't have been out there.
I like to think of
Yanni what?
I like to think of it as, like Kevin said.
I don't know why Kevin act like he's so confused. They talking about the frenzy, Kevin. The frenzy.
Hold on, that might say it.
Oh, I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, me, Lola. So it started off with me and Lola. And then Katrina out of the way. Right, so this is what, and this is, I seen Katrina video and she didn't tell the whole story. So me and Katrina was already, we weren't speaking. Katrina is my best friend and has always been one of my best friends, always. But we have always went through a lot of stuff. And at the time, I actually really wasn't really on good terms with Katrina, and I don't think Yanni either. Right? Nope. But I always had love for Lola. Me and Lola was always a mediator.
Baby.
That, like, came in between. So when me and Lola went to battle, I just respected Lola as a performer. I knew she had a nasty hair whip. I knew her. That's my sister. I was ready to go in, and I wanted to go in to make a hot battle. But then Katrina jumped in it. So now me and Katrina is in the midst of this intense battle. And Katrina do a move, boom, the crowd go up. I do a move, the crowd go up. I'm planning on my next move, right? And then Yanni was right there and blocked my move, and it made me. It made, like, you know how, I don't know, as a performer, it was one time when I thought about this.
They just gave you a big gift, Mike.
And yep.
He said, yep. They gave you a big gift.
Thank you.
Keep going. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So Yanni jumped in and had messed up my move, and now I see all 3 of them right there. And so I just really wanted to just feel it. So I came up to the front and I just gave like that. I'm that. Cause I knew that it wasn't like I could go crazy and do whatever. So I liked what I did. I felt like it was growth in me because I didn't try to go crazy on them. And I saw Selvin like kind of live for my little thing that I did, and I felt like I got 3 of the baddest girls in the game jumping me and storming me.
But you know something, Mike, no shade, but so hold on. So I actually got that particular clip. That's the clip the person actually sent me. So you ready for me to cue it?
Let's play it. Cue it.
Okay. Here we go.
This is what I want to see.
Child, y'all not asking the right fucking questions. All right, hello.
Hold on. Let's get into how Kevin was tight because the Philly girls was not trying to stand up for the Philly girl, and it was good very much. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, no shade.
But you know something?
No shade.
We got into it that week before, and I was with Katrina, and we was like, no shade, like we tired of her, like we finna carry, like we tired of because
But you know,
like Mike used to try it, and then like he would throw like rocks, and then would hide his hand, and you'd be like, yo, why are you trying it for? And we just knew we had to get
true. That's a false statement, Yanni. You were one of the fiercest people I've ever met in my life. You hurt my fucking nerve. And you tried.
No shade, sister.
I would get away from the bullshit and the stuff that went on, but never did I.
We are packing.
It's happening, Yanni. You want to open up that door?
Never.
We're gonna get you.
Never. I feel like there was a misunderstanding. Like I didn't like you. I feel like you were a different type of person for me. I love you now. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, I didn't understand you. I didn't get it. And I didn't. I also was different with Katrina, and she knew that I didn't like a lot of people, and I didn't like how I didn't like to be in that kind of environment that sometimes got a little messy. Like I just am a low key person, so not hide my hands. I would be around Katrina because I wanted to be around Katrina. But all the other people that came along with her sometimes was overwhelming for me, so I would have to dash.
So you were wanting to be around Katrina, and I was always around her. So we didn't have no choice but to be around each other. That's what it is.
Yep, and it took for a long time. Like
so she really didn't see it for you. Feminine really didn't see it for you. She just was like, girl, just here, girl.
Let's start off because I knew her before. You know what I'm saying? And it was, but then she kind of changed and was overbearing a little bit much for me. And then we had like different problems with stuff like that.
Boys. It was a lot of boys in common.
That's what it was. But when we actually got past that and actually, you know what I'm saying, knew each other a little better. But no, it never was that to her. And I feel like I'm misunderstood in those type of ways because I'm not that type of person. Like I'm not that person. Like I live. You know what I'm saying? Like Katrina is my heart, and if she loves somebody, I love them too. But I'm just not really first of all, I don't like girls. I never really like to be around the girls. Period. No, except for Katrina, Mercedes, and China. I never.
Does Katrina want?
So I never.
Does Katrina want it?
I always hung with all betweens. That's it. Because like girls are too catty, too different.
But let's go to. Does she want it though?
Who, Yanni?
Katrina.
Here you go. I'm me. She's she.
No, does she want it? like tell you in front of everybody, you don't want it from me. So does Katrina want it from you? Do you want it?
Kevin, you never want it from me, not even today. Especially not today.
Okay, you know what? Let me pull up. We've battled so many times in the house. Bitch, you ain't eat me in no fucking house. That one time my wig fell off.
I ate you. I ate you.
Eating me, wig fell off.
I ate you at the Breakfast Club before too. You wasn't bad old kid.
Because China was on the panel. Miss China and Tatiana.
I can't help it if I'm popular.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you.
So Mike, are you trying to tell Kevin like, okay, feminine was feminine, but Mike is a whole nother beast, and Kevin don't want it.
Yeah, I would love to come out and make a viral clip and eat Kevin the fuck up. Like that would be my comeback.
Oh,
you baby. Ronika will be embarrassed.
It was a lot of people. It was a lot of people because once again, like I said, I kind of Kevin, and this is why I'm thankful for Kevin, and I kiki with him and stuff like that. But Kevin, he pushed me even when I was uncomfortable, and I didn't agree with. Like Kevin, I could really go in and eat you up. I'll say that for another live, but I didn't agree with the way that he called me out. And how things went sometimes. I didn't want that. Like, even in that kind of situation, like, I would have personal conversations sometimes that would lead into, oh, feminine says she wanted you. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that, but I never went against him because he rode so
Girl, you
hard
are lying. Girl, you lying instead.
Kevin,
you are lying.
So you gonna sit there and say, so I talk shit. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
No, but you do tell me you want these bitches. Mister, you did.
But what does wanting to battle somebody and wanting to, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with what.
I mean,
huh?
It's not from your perspective, but from the outside world. So a lot of people think of me as, oh, feminine wanted everybody, and feminine is always the one storming people. People literally.
You stormed
Roxy. You know what's so crazy though? All jokes aside, for real.
You stormed Roxy.
Really listening to this shit for real though, and knowing the backstories of why Kevin said what she said on the mic.
My son in your queue.
And make it so, Naima. Make it so, like bringing it to life. You get what I'm saying? It makes it so much more interesting.
But you got to think, but we family. Like me and Mike, we family. Like mind you. Me and Mike I had the upstairs apartment. Mike had the downstairs apartment. I'm up there I'm chanting my ass off. Going, neither do, like all them beats. The Hollywood High.
Kevin lives on top of me.
Mm-hmm.
Brother!
Hi, bro. What's up with you? How are you?
No, and I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, oh my God, living underneath Kevin has apartment upstairs and it just beats all day.
Remember when
we never told you, did I ever tell you the story about me and Justin broke into your house when you was away?
Bitch, you broke into my house, bitch?
So we broke into, I pushed Justin up through the fire exit. We broke into your house, stole your sound system, vogued all night long, and then put it back before you got back home.
Yo.
Bitch.
How you like that, faggot?
Remember when I told you don't drink my sodas? But bitch, remember, Tyree, remember when me and Erica battled?
Cheap ass Save-A-Lot sodas.
Bitch, me and Erica,
in my mother's living room.
Yeah, so Erica picked the phone up and start calling people while she was battling me. Bitch, Erica went off that day, bitch. She picked the phone up, she was dialing, then she fell off the phone. I was like, okay, sis. So fun. How do you feel about you and Erica battles? And you and Erica used to battle a lot.
Mike, I got a premium comment. I got a premium question that they wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Premium.
So they wanted to know.
Y'all not gonna speak about this Erica.
I'm gonna come back to that.
Yeah, Naima just keeps storming everybody tonight. Oh, what's her tea?
Girl, I didn't storm anybody. Y'all were all
Leave my mother alone.
I waited.
Leave my mother alone. Yeah.
So they wanted to know, when you was feminine destruction, did you experience like any shade from like any like other girls, any other film queens and stuff that was around you, like that would shade you or
all of
them? Huh?
What type of question is that?
All of them.
I think Kevin, they really just want to know the names, probably.
No, they didn't ask for the names. They specifically asked me, did he ever experience any shade from other film queens that he
I felt like it was natural from all of them. Like I did. I felt like, especially all the film performers. I think me and Shadira never really got into it before. And outside, I can't think of one film queen that I never got into it with. that was a femme queen performer, I should say. So those was the only ones that I really knew. Like, of course, all the face girls and people like Kelly was always amazing to me, like so many people. But for the femme queen performance girl, I never got along with none of them, really, for real.
Fam, remember
Kevin,
when
you want
you
to
went
ask
to
your
fight
question
me?
again?
I was gonna say, Fam, remember when you went to attack me and everybody at the club was holding you and you was like, "Arr, arr." I would never get that one. I'm sorry. They had to hold this thing back. She was ready for me.
You said about Erica, I love Erica. We had, our times and stuff too. Battling Erica, I battled Erica 6 times and she beat me 6 times in a row, and I didn't understand it. I was just like, what? Like, I didn't.
You understand? What do you understand? What don't you understand?
I didn't understand it at the time, but
because she saw her ass up.
But I love Erica and I get it and I love Vogue. A lot of people sleep on Erica, but I've been there. I seen the Russian duck walk. I seen her in a white boot. I seen her in a sneaker. I seen her dance. I seen her in a skirt. Like, I seen her do everything. Like, Erica is that girl. Like, so I love it.
If people could just,
I'm going to say about like.
If people only knew and just could be around them house functions that we would have in Philly, they would just be so taken back.
Kevin, I be telling them that you made majority of them chants in box number 4's fucking living room, and they be like, no, he didn't. I'm like, yes, the fuck. I was 17.
Yes,
so I remember listening to you like make up all of them fucking chances, and you just it was like you was in the beginning, but like now, like respectfully, I want to tell you this too. I'm very proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you. That's all I'm gonna tell you, respectfully, because we was in the trenches together, respectfully, and you've been doing your shit.
We was in that house.
Tyree, they don't know that I was one of the ones in Philadelphia that started the house balls. Having balls in your house, because my house that I had was so big, and Kevin used to come over my house all the time, every single time. They don't know that little piece of history, honey, about me.
Hello, it was your house. Michael Melvin, the iconic house of Mother Nick and Ike house.
No, Nick and Ike, yes, Nick and Ike house in fucking in Southwest. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's when I lost my best friend. You gotta remember Nabisco fucking happened around that time too. Yeah, forgot about my best friend.
Yeah, but we didn't forget. We ain't forgetting him. We ain't forgetting no Nabisco. I'm a judge.
That was my best. Yo, that was definitely my best
Kevin,
friend.
I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you. When I tell you, let me tell y'all something, right? Kevin is when I tell y'all Kevin has been a friend to me and a sweetheart.
But remember,
and somebody,
this is Femme Live. It's not about me right now, love.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
You haven't been acting like that.
When I go live. No. We want to take it. We're gonna. Me and Kevin and all of us will go down memory lane. Another time. But no. This is about you, yo. We gotta stay in the house.
So, like, I wanted to know, like, since I didn't know it was gonna go to the ballroom, I didn't know they was gonna pull the clips up and stuff, because now that we are, I know we still talking about your story as well. But me personally, like I said, being a young gay person that did not know about ballroom, just on YouTube and all that, and I used to see, you and all the shade for real, and like how they used to always try it. Like how you said, you never not got into it. You never did. You never not had got into it with any other femme queen, and not even that the commentators and this and that, right? How did that make you feel navigating through ballroom, like not giving up and making feminine known in these spaces?
So like Kevin said earlier, and what I did was I always wanted to stand on my own, which is why I joined houses like Prestige and Her Era and different things like that. So like I kind of always planned on standing on my own and doing it. Like even when offers came from the big houses and stuff, I wouldn't, because I never would want anybody to say that they made me or something like that. The colorful hair, the craziness, the talking the way that I did, everything I did was to be that person who could stand out. So all of the hate and everything, I knew that had I just had a black bob and had a boot on and came out there and was just this regular prissy girl that just did everything that everybody else did, I would have been just like everybody else and I wouldn't have experienced that shade. But because I wanted to stand out, and now like I haven't been to a ball in 8 years and people still message me because of the impact that I made just from being myself. You know what I'm saying? It was worth it.
And you know what's crazy?
But it pushed me. Like I felt like sometimes, okay, I might get
when
top,
it comes to when it does there.
You said what?
King, whenever you ready to be done, you did your 2 hours for the day. So whenever you ready to be done, if they ain't running you up, don't sit here and give them real more if they not running you up. Your 2 hours is done for the day.
Can I get some more love? Can I get some more love, or else it's going to be time for me to go night night? Can y'all hook me up?
Okay.
If we want to continue this, well, I want to do another clip. If I get some love, can I get a couple more dings?
You can always go live.
More ding downs. I want some more. I want some more. Run it up.
I do want to say something about you though, really quickly, before I get off this highway while I'm driving this highway. Hello. A lot of people. Can I say something?
Yep, go ahead. Of course.
A lot of people don't understand that it wasn't like you were hungry for Ballroom. You were just out there being yourself. You were out there just doing it and doing it and just doing it because it's something that you love to do. Not knowing what impact you were creating. You were just doing it, carving a lane humbly. You know that? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you are one of the best vloggers I know. I tell you, because you vogue with every inch of your body. You vogue with from the last piece of your hair, from the attitude, from the pauses, from the vibrate, all of that stuff. It's like you're infused with Yolanda's hair. You're infused with Alora's rage. You know, like this. You got it. You really did a good job, bitch.
Thank you.
Really
I want to ask you. Do you for real like? I'm gonna keep saying it because you gotta give people their roses while they're alive. I don't give a fuck. I believe in. I knew you were an underdog. That's why I feel like I gravitated to you. I love underdogs. Y'all stories are the most beautiful.
It's an underdog.
The most beautiful. Hold on, because he even admitted that he was. Hold on, Kevin. Don't storm my LSS. What I want to say is, this bitch just made me fucking forget what I was gonna say. Oh, listen, do you know for real, like for people like me that used to watch you from a child to people that are inspired from you, from all your elevations through Ballroom that we see in all these clips, like this era, this wild crazy hair era of feminine, this short bob era when she battled Asia with her army fatigue and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When she had her team going to Beyonce with Selena and all the girls like that, and really climbing on the scale in your own lane. Do you realize, or have you realized the real true impact that you've had in Ballroom?
The funny thing is, I realized it when it was over. I realized it more like, more recently. I do.
I really wanted to ask you that question because a lot of people just don't know, or like you here for the ride, and like how you said, it was over. That's when it snapped into you, or some people really just don't uplift you, and you weren't being uplifted for real during your reign or when you was living it. So
how do you know that?
That's what I want to know because he said it before you got here.
I was uplifting that bitch all the time.
It's like that Beyonce song, like Happy Face. Like people who didn't love me, but it was 10 times more who always did. Like I would have some people like the older queens and the people who was hiding on Facebook who, you know what I'm saying, who showed me, who hated on me and stuff. But I had so many young queens, so many people writing me still to this day. Like so many people supported me, Kevin. So many people that did that I didn't think about that. I couldn't think about the one person on the panel who didn't see it, or the 10 people who was going to write a comment, and you know what I'm saying? I never thought about them. I didn't care because I did what I did. Like I said, when I first got a YouTube clip and all that stuff, and all this stuff started going, you're not the only girl in here, feminine, that was enough life for me right there. So everything after that point was just extra. That's why I was able to back away, because I've accomplished all that I wanted to and set out to. Like I went way past that. You know, so and that's what I think people who we fight when they get chopped and all the stuff that happened to balls and stuff today. People need to learn from that, because it's like, if you see something in yourself,
they don't get chopped.
I don't care. Like I don't care.
Yo, facts. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in Ballroom now that would not have ever been able to step foot in the fucking shoes that you had to step in. Them shoes, them flats, the boots, the heels, whatever the hell you had to wear that night, they would not even stand a chance to this day. So I know you've been gone for a little minute, but Ballroom is not what it was.
I really had a lot of fun.
Hey Kevin, I just want to say, Kevin, I want to say before he say what he gonna say, Kevin.
Yes.
He sent me his video today, and he got approved today to be a host. I'm waiting for you to come from behind.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm coming, baby. Okay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Because I can't wait to tell my story. Woo! That's gonna be good.
He was born a faggot. He chanted a faggot, and he's a faggot. That's your story. Bye.
Yeah.